dancing, having a good time doing like some adult things, but also having a good time, And so I would, I was not snapping, but like storying, put it on my story, right? So that thing went hot. Like, I ain't seen my story like that ever. Like, shout out to y'all if y'all got a lot of people watching our stories, but I know it was like, dang, how like 75, 80, 90 people watching. Ain't never happened to me before. And then like last night, it was like 55, 65 people. Like, now mind you, you gotta pay attention to your stories. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I had to look at some people like it's like a bunch of spam pages and all that. But yeah, sometimes I look at it and I find people to block because they spam people. And then sometimes it'll be people that I would never expect to watch my story. And then it'll be people that don't follow me. I'm like, oh, how you just randomly, you probably searched my name, didn't you? But all in all, like, I really care about that stuff because it makes it right now, I'm trying to get over it, I'll admit, but it makes me feel good sometimes when people like what I do. And it makes me feel, sometimes it makes me feel down, or I beat myself up when I do something or say something and I don't get a response, or I don't get no applause, or I don't get nothing or reaction, or I get a reaction but it's not the reaction I was looking for. Like, that thing crushes me. Like, for example, like a couple weeks ago, I was at a little meetup, and I shared like a brief story with them. It was like a little motivational story with them, and like I was thinking they was gonna be like, yeah, man, wow, man, that's what's up. Oh my God, yeah. But when I shared it, they was like, okay, all right, okay, y'all ready to start this meeting? It's like, dang, man, y'all not gonna like feel me? Y'all not gonna like connect, like, but like, and it taught me, it was like, yo, like, it taught me a few things. Number one, it's like, everybody's not going to give you the reaction that you want. And it also taught me that you can't go out there giving something to people and wanting a reaction from people. You really have to do what you've been called to do, or you have to do what you want to do without trying to get a reaction, but simply doing it because you either want to do it or you feel like God has called you to do it. For example, if you're running track, if you're playing basketball, baseball, any type of sport, if you're cheerleading, if you're doing something else in the school, or if you're doing something else outside the school. For example, I say when I was in high school, I went to Glen Park High School, and that was an academic and sports school. They didn't have anything else in there. They did, but not really. Like, it was known for that. So that's not me. I'm not a sports guy. I watch it and I love it. I used to play it, but I'm an artist. So I did a lot of plays. I was in a lot of plays outside of the school, and I was in acting classes. I was an actor. I'm still an actor, but I was acting. That was my thing, but nobody knew that. And so I'll never forget, it always stuck with me. I walked out of the guidance counselor's office, this girl that I knew, and the guidance counselor was like, yeah, so what do you do? She was like, oh, he don't do anything. He's just sitting at home. And that crushed me, because it was like, dang, man, people really think I don't be doing nothing with my life just because I don't play the sports, or just because I don't do the stuff that's most common to what they see. But what they don't realize is I'm out here like doing rehearsal after rehearsal, play after play, making money with these plays. Like, I'm out here doing acting class after acting class. Like, I was in this show, The Wire. Like, I was in this show. I was in a commercial here. I was in a commercial here. But it's like nobody saw that. And so what's funny, man, is that sometimes if we continue to keep living our life based on what other people say and how other people feel about us, or how even this word validation. You all know what validation means? Can somebody tell me, what does validation mean? Anybody?
It means like recognition from others or recognition from somebody.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Like, somebody help us out with that word, or what do you think validation means? So yeah, so I got it. Validation is pretty much like seeking approval from other people. right? It's like, yeah, you like your stamp of approval. Wow, that looks cute. Wow, that looks good. Wow, you fly. Wow, you doing things. And that's the social media era. It's like, for example, if I post what we do because it's, I want to promote what we do because it's something positive, but I'm not looking for validation from people, even though people will still try to give me some positive words. I can't look at it as validation. Like, wow, you're doing great things. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, I might post a show that I got into. Wow, man, you're still active. Wow, that's amazing. And now we all have the choice to decide whether or not we want to receive that as validation or we want to just take it like, oh, I'm cool. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate the compliment. So I noticed